Here we go. Here we go. Round two. Let's get it. Let's got it. Let's go. I'm B minor. No one finer. Let's go to the diner and get some food. It'll be good. Let's go. What's up, X Factor? How you doing tonight, man?
Hey man, you know I'm good. If there was a day that I was complaining, I would be a foolish, foolish man because life is too good. And I know you're doing just the same way. I know you're living the dream too.
Life is good. If I was any better, it'd have to be twins or something like that. That's what they say. So let's get after it tonight. Let's have some fun, man. We just got off an awesome IG live. Had a lot of fun. Got some new people in here watching on our Zoom cast. Is that what this is? A Zoom cast?
Yeah, it sounds about right. Zoom cat, Zoom cat, Zoom blast.
Blasters, Zoom something. Let's go. I'm looking forward to this. Through the right to the left. Here we go. Get us started. Give us a quote. Give us a little quote to get off the bat here.
Okay, you want a little metaphor from me? Something that really speaks testaments to who I exemplify myself to be as a person? How about this? And this is what I said earlier on my IG live too. And I'm going to reiterate it right now for all of our YouTube viewers to watch. Throw me to the wolves. Throw me out there. Throw me. Doesn't matter who you are. If you know me, if you're not a fan of me, anything, go ahead. Do what you will. Throw me to the wolves, and I will come back the leader of the pack. And yes, that rhymes, but don't let the rhyme mess up the message, okay? Throw me to the wolves, and I will come back the leader of the pack every single time. You have to be ready every single moment of your life to be thrown to the wolves, okay? You can't expect anything, okay? You can't expect anything to be handed from you. If you want something, and if you want it bad enough, and you say, I want this so bad, I'm going to make it happen no matter what. Guess what? You better be ready to get thrown to the wolves by somebody that, hey, you might know the person really well. You might never expect this person to throw you to the wolves. And they throw you out there. And you're like, man, here I am with these wolves. I'm looking them dead in their eyes. They're looking at me like a piece of meat from a steakhouse, and they want to eat me. They want to take advantage of me. And guess what? I'm going to find a way. And I hope that you will do the same. Find a way to become the leader of that pack so that we can get the whole wolf pack together. And now it's your wolf pack. Remember, you're the leader. You were once a little pup. They didn't know you. They wanted to kill you and eat you. Now you're the leader of the whole pack. I'm going to come back to that person that threw me to the wolves. I'm going to say, hey, remember me? Right? I know you remember me. You remember these wolves that you threw me to, right? And you thought that they were going to get the best of me and that you were going to have the last laugh? Well, check it out. These are my guys now. This is my squad. This is my pack. We got together. And now we're looking at you. Now we're looking at you like a piece of meat because I'm the leader of the pack. You thought you were going to get one over on me, and you didn't. So that's my metaphor for the day. No matter what happens to you, no matter how crazy life gets, and no matter what life throws at you, be ready to be in a pack of wolves that are against you. Be ready to make yourself the leader.
Leader of the pack. Love it. You got to be the leader. Let me tell you about mine. Mine that I'm going to go with tonight is fitting for where we're at in this show. Episode 2, just getting started, just getting the viewership, just getting some more subscriptions. If you don't subscribe, subscribe. But every journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Every journey, no matter how far you're going, you have to start with a single one step. You can't get out there. You can't get there by just jumping 1,000 miles. You got to start with a single step. So if it's not happening yet, you got to start right here, right now, today to get it going. So same thing with the man that moves a mountain starts with a single stone. And the one that really hit me with the same message was, do you want to hear it? Are you ready? Here it goes. Every flood starts with a single raindrop. Every flood, if takes over the whole world, every flood starts with one single raindrop. One drop comes down, and then it all starts to rain. We started with one subscription. We had one subscription. Now we're at more than one, not a whole lot more than one, but this flood, it's starting to rain. It's not flooding yet. We're not at the flood point yet, but we're certainly past that one drop. So we're looking to get this thing going.
And I think that we're going to keep growing it because we have that mentality that, listen, first of all, we're saying stuff that people want to hear because a lot of people need motivation, including me. and I can't speak for you, B Minor, but I'm sure you need motivation too. It's hard. Every morning you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, man, do I want to go back to bed. You know what I mean? It's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, 7, whatever time you wake up. I got to get up. For example, for me, I'm a walk-on, right? I got to wake up and go work out now. You know what I mean? I was just in class yesterday until 9 p.m. I had to take the train back at 9 p.m. from downtown Chicago to Lincoln Park to go to my house, to get there by 10 o'clock, hopefully, to get some homework done, to take a shower, to do this and that. God forbid I want to watch some TV, maybe a little bit of Netflix, right? Now I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go over there, to work out, and then have study hall afterwards. Man, that's easy to say, right? Forget about it. I'm waking up. I want to own the day. I want to own the day. I'm my own motivation, right? And I'm happy to give others motivation when I can. So I think that that's something that we really both want to do from this page. And I think that the growth is going to come with that. The subscribers are going to come with that, because when you speak genuinely about what you believe in and what you're passionate about, and especially when it can help others, that's when you got something special. And B Minor, I think we got something special.
I'm believing it, man. I believe it for sure. Just that energy. One of my friends texted me today. He's like, man, if I was to rate your show, I'd rate it high in energy, and it's contagious, infectiously, contagiously, enthusiastically positive. That's what we're trying to bring. We're trying to bring a little bit of that juice. So trying to get people fired up, because I'll tell you what, if you don't care about your life, nobody else will for you. So if you don't care about your life, nobody else will get excited about it for you. So if you're not bringing it every day, own the day. We talk about win the day out here in Oregon. So if you're not winning the day, you're not doing it the right way. Because you got to wake up every morning with that just desire, that hunger, that just primal instinct of I'm going to get it done today, no matter what it takes, no matter how hard it is, no matter how I don't think I can make it. I keep striving and I go for it, man. So we had an awesome night tonight. We gave away some good gear. We gave away some swag. That was fun, man. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that IG Live.
Honestly, the IG Lives are crazy. And everybody that's tuning in, obviously this is YouTube, so you'd be tuning in from the YouTube. We have IG Live. We've been doing it. This was our first week. We did one on Thursday, did one on Sunday. We're planning to keep that same kind of basis. Unless there's demand for more, we're always here. Supply and demand, baby. That's what it's all about. But we're here for that. Otherwise, on our IG Lives, we have giveaways. We have scavenger hunts, because obviously you can interact. It's live, right? We have goodies that we give out. We have all types of fun stuff. The fun does not end with YouTube. We have IG Live too. If you guys ever want to come, interact with us, talk to us. If you couldn't tell, we're pretty personable people. We like to interact with people. We like to talk to people. And hey, we like to give stuff away sometimes too. So tune into that as well, because that's, doesn't get much better than that. Doesn't get much better than free stuff.
For sure. And don't think we're not recognizing it, Trojan. He put a little quote in, and this is one of my favorite. I put this one up the other day. Know the difference between those who stay to feed the soil and those who come to grab the fruit. I love that. That's our audience bringing us nuggets of wisdom right there, because you got to know who's loyal. And we got Dylan and Trojan fan there, right there. You guys are not just coming when we do have the thousands and thousands of followers. You guys are there when you'll be able to say, I was one of the 5 people in the chat room that second episode. So you guys are right now laying the foundation for this show by being here right now, headsets on. Let's go, Dylan. Let's go, Dylan. So you guys are here in the right place at the right time. So we know that you're helping us feed the soil. So when it's time to eat, you guys got a seat at the table.
Absolutely. And we appreciate you guys for that, right? That positivity really speaks wonders to, first of all, who you are, and second of all, who we're trying to be and who we're trying to speak to through this page. Let me give you an example of how our positivity can be infectious, okay? It was my freshman year. I was a walk-on at DePaul. Very first year, right, in the beginning of the season. I don't know what to expect yet. I'm new to the game. I come with a good mentality, and I say, hey, I'm going to learn. I'm going to be a sponge, right? And I recognize that I wasn't going to be playing. I'm a walk-on. Just the way practices were going, I'm not going to be playing. That's fine. Am I going to get upset, or am I going to capitalize? Am I going to say, okay, how am I going to contribute otherwise? So I decided that I'm going to cheer. I'm going to clap. I'm going to give energy. I'm going to be that guy, that ball of energy for everybody. You know what happened to me? One morning, about halfway through the season, a little bit less than halfway through the season, I'm going to lift. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to lift, right? I get my lift in. Everything's good. After the lift, I'm about to go to class. I go check my phone. Bzz, 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 bzz. Phone is blowing up. I'm talking about blowing up. I think something's wrong. I think my phone is going to overheat and blow up or something like that. All types of love on Twitter. All types of this and that and that. I got all types of new support that day. And that was just something that really hit hard for me. That was one of the first times that I got a big onslaught of support at one time. And I said, man, what I'm giving out, what I'm radiating is coming back to me. The earth is giving me what I'm giving to it and then some. And what more can you possibly ask for? I mean, am I going to be greedy? Am I really going to be greedy and say, oh, I'm just going to let this come in and I'm not going to give any out? I want to be a radiator of energy. I want to be a radiator of life, of positivity. And when you do that, you get dividends back. You receive that energy back. And that's something that really sticks with me. And that's something that I'm always going to be advocating for on the show.
Love that, man. I love that. What you give out is what you get. What you put in is what you get. If you're putting in a halfway effort, that's what you're going to end up getting out. So I'm a firm believer in that. I love that. I love that we have some audience interaction there, even on the Zoom podcast. And if you guys want to know how to get so where you can have your interactions going on, just let us know. Drop us something in the comments down below. Series 2, don't be blue if you missed number 1, because number 1 is still on the IG and number 1 is still on the YouTube. That's what we got here. So let's see what else we got. Oh, Katie's going to join us. Thanks for hopping on here, Katie. So yeah, let's see. What do we got now? We got the mystery boxes. I'm going to head inside here. There's Katie. Hello, Katie. Thanks for hopping on. Give us a little bit of, give us a quote maybe now. Do we have another quote? Just throw some knowledge out there for this audience.
I would absolutely love to drop some knowledge on the audience. And I have a quote that resonates with me, and I really hope that it resonates with all of you as well, okay? Think about this one at a philosophical level, at a very deep level, okay? You can never cross the ocean. You can never cross the ocean until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore, okay? You can never cross the ocean until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Think about it. Forget about the ocean for a second. Think about the quote, but forget about the ocean. You're at point A, right? You're here. You know that where you want to be at in life is over here, right? And that's just, that's the reality of the matter. Now, in between is an ocean, the middle of the ocean. Do you know what you see at the middle of the ocean? Nothing. You just see more ocean. And if you go out far enough, you can't even see the shore from where you came from. And you certainly can't see the shore to where you're trying to get. But you know that you need to get to the other side to achieve what you want to achieve. Now, on that note, are you going to take the leap of faith? Now, on the shore over here where you start out at, there's a little mini bar, right? And there's an ice cream truck, and you're on the beach, and you got your towel, and you can hang out, and, you know, you can check out the girls, and you can enjoy yourself, right? But what are you going to do? What are you going to get accomplished? You're going to go to the beach. You're going to hang out. You're going to crash out. You're not going to do anything. Then you're probably going to go back home. You're going to walk back home, bike back home, drive back home. However you plan on transportating yourself. Transportating is not a word. Transporting yourself there, okay? Or you can take the leap of faith. I am here right now. I want to be in the NBA. I want to be a billionaire. I want to accomplish this and that, and I want to open restaurants, and I want to open muffler shops, and I want to do everything, right? I want to do everything. I got to take the leap of faith. If I don't take that leap of faith, I'm done for. You know what I mean? I'm never, ever, ever going to get to the other spot. So I have to understand that between point A and point B is grind. And am I willing to grind? You bet. You bet I'm willing to grind. Because I know what's on that other side. And I might not be able to see it right now, but I know that I want it, and I want it bad. And if somebody tells me that they want something, I'm going to believe them. I'll take their word for it. But then I'm going to hold them accountable when I see them not doing what they said they wanted to do to achieve what they wanted to achieve. And I do that to myself too. I hold myself accountable too. So that's why I know that I'm going to get to that other side, because I'm going to continue to push myself until I drive myself crazy or until I achieve my goal. One of the two, whichever comes first, and I will not stop until I get there.
You can't get to the other side if you don't lose sight. So it's the faith of, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to the other side, even if I can't see it, but I know it's there. So that's what's going to take me that step. And that's faith. And faith is hard because faith is believing in something you can't see. So much harder to believe in something you can't see than to believe in something you can see, right? So I'll tell you a little story about my coaching at Southern Oregon. My first year, we were really bad. We weren't very good. We didn't have very good players, and our chemistry wasn't very good. And I didn't know the kids, so it was hard for me to recruit, or I hadn't recruited them. 5 years later, we had kids that I knew I'd recruited, but it's so much more fun when it's kids you know. But the first year, trying to get kids to believe that we're going to be good is a lot more difficult because they couldn't see it, because they couldn't see that it was going to happen. So believing in it before it happens and then having it come true is pretty special. So I think believing in something you can't see, that's faith. That's what it takes. So stepping out on faith to go, huge. So money. That's a great quote. I love that quote. Trying to see, somebody else was wanting to join in, but they disappeared. Maybe not. And B. Tolliver, he probably had something to do important, probably fishing or something, checking the soil.
Guy, he's a VIP right there.
I got a question over here.
Yeah, we'll take a question from a guy.
Can we get Oscar Lopez in here?
Yeah,
you can invite Oscar.
We need to get Oscar in here.
Yeah, you might have to hit up Oscar. I don't know if Oscar is available right now, but I would definitely DM him or text him or whatever kind of communication you guys do, and maybe get him on the show next week.
All right, we got to get him in here.
There you go.
We're trying to keep the crowd happy for sure. Trying to keep the audience happy. Thanks for jumping on there. So yeah, I appreciate the guys that were watching on IG Live because that was a lot of fun, man. Getting to see the magical mystery boxes. So if you guys don't follow, I think Katie went and followed. So thank you, Katie. Thanks for that follow there on there's a subscription. Is that what it is? It's the subscribe button. You know it.
By the way, speaking of which, everybody that's in the Zoom right now and everybody who is listening in on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button on the YouTube. Because when we do that, we can grow. And as we grow, we can do cooler and cooler stuff with this, right? The more people we have, the cooler and cooler the show is going to get because we're going to have more following, more interaction. We'll be able to do more with the show. So hit that subscribe button. We're going to keep bringing you that knowledge. And anything that you guys want to see, especially for the people that are watching on the YouTube channel right now, anything that you may want to see from us, drop a comment. We watch the comments like hawks because we really appreciate when people give us their feedback. And not only are we going to get the feedback, but we're going to really think about it, consider it, and try to implement something that satisfies your wants, right? So drop a comment, talk to us, DM us. We're approachable people. We're fun people. We're cool people. We're pretty cool, right, B Minor?
I think we're as cold as ice. I mean, if I was to describe us, if I was to describe how cold or how cool we are, we're beyond cool. We're cold as ice. And that's really, really nice.
Ooh, now he's rhyming again. What you guys don't know, yes, he's a former walk-on. Yes, he runs a basketball camp called Max Hoops. Yes, he is a basketball coach at the collegiate level. He's also a rapper. You guys don't know that he's a rapper, and if you don't believe it, then you haven't watched the IG Live or episode 1 because this guy is a magician.
Sometimes the words just flow, and I don't even know which way they're going to go. So here we go. I appreciate the support because I know that they're not the greatest of rhymes all of the times, but sometimes I just kind of go, and I don't even know how. It just kind of comes out, but sometimes it doesn't rhyme, but I'm still talking. But that's the nice part about this is you can just kind of rap and go with the flow.
And I'm the dancer of the group, okay? So anybody that watches college basketball probably knows that I'm always on the sidelines, hyping it up, cheering, doing little, I don't know.
Best hype man, NCAA history.
In NCAA history, I couldn't argue with that.
No one can argue with that.
Well, as a result of that, I appreciate that, first of all. That's high praise, and thank you for that. And I'm going to keep it coming, right? I use that as motivation. I'm going to learn some moves. I'm going to get out there on the college basketball scene next year, and I'm going to be doing all this crazy stuff.
You got to make more TikToks.
You know what? I actually don't go on TikTok anymore, but maybe eventually I'll get back to it.
All right.
Maybe eventually I'll get back to it. But
I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks, Dylan. Appreciate that, man. By the way, I see the picture of us earlier that you put up. That was awesome.
Yep.
That was awesome. That's sweet, sweet memories right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, man. Dylan must be a name of like a following. Maybe we'll have like the largest Dylan following in like. So if you guys know anybody named Dylan that's not in this chat, I know a couple that I'm gonna invite next week because I want it to be like Dylan. When I say Dylan, I want everybody to go.
I
Because
had
then
like
they're
5
listening.
or 6 in my class last year.
Tell them to show up. Get that Dylan following. Let's go.
Gotta
them
recruit them.
subscribe.
Yeah, I got to recruit.
Keep it bringing them, bring those friends. Tell them that there's a little bit of combustible energy, a little bit of positivity, a little bit of fun, a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of competitions and contests and trivia and scavenger hunts and all sorts of fun stuff happening. I know you had a $20 bill, but it wasn't the oldest. But keep trying. We're gonna keep giving away prizes, and like we said, the more people we get, the more we can give away. So I'm looking forward to seeing this thing grow. And you know it's going to grow because of the people that are coming. There's some people that don't like us. There's people that don't like me. I don't know if that's possible, how it's possible, but jealousy, because I'm always kind of happy because life's pretty good in my world. So people, I don't know if it's the saying misery loves company, but you're not going to bring me down. See what we got there.
That is a picture of Mr. Oscar Lopez. And then on the left is Oscar Lopez. And then on the right is Paul Reed.
Future lottery pick.
Future lottery pick. They both played in DePaul uniform last year. And then Paul will be in the NBA this upcoming year. And Oscar Lopez will be back at DePaul.
Let's go.
The 2003 did come through. So we did have a 2003. That's what, 18-year-old, 17-year-old $20 bill. It's circulated. Think about how many people and where that bill's gone in that 17 years being passed around.
I don't even want to think about it, honestly, because I don't want to think about all the possibilities where that $20 bill could have been. Might come up with some crazy answers.
There was a thing for a while where they used to track bills, like where'sgeorge.com or something, where you'd like register your bill so you could see, like you'd put in your trade or the serial code and it would show you where that bill had circulated and been around the world. And people would stamp something on there that said, "Where's George?" or something like that.
How about that? You know what? Well, my dad's name is George. So if you want to ask where's George, he's right upstairs.
Love it.
He's right up there getting some beauty sleep in.
I know. I got my daughter, my wife's upstairs. I came inside. This lighting's horrible, but I don't know whether I should like lean forward, lean back. Forward.
Listen, Brad, don't let anybody tell you that you don't look great, including yourself. Don't sell yourself short.
Do we have any theme music of Guess Who's Back? Back again?
We need some. We got to start incorporating some music in here.
We definitely do need to incorporate some music. Maybe you can't have too much because then YouTube will think that you're streaming music. So you got to be kind of sneaky about how you do it. You got to talk over your music, I think.
Good point. By the way, Brandon Tolliver is back, and we could not be more thrilled about that.
Good to see you, my man. Who's your favorite DePaul basketball player of all time?
Can I say myself, or is that not okay? No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna say me. Is it my favorite DePaul basketball player of all time? Well, I've had quite a few teammates, right? And it's definitely one of them because I've obviously built a bond with them that I wouldn't be able to build with the older players that were here for, way back in the day. So I can't really give you an answer because I don't really have one because I love the heck out of my teammates, right? And I tell them all the time, and I say this all the time on my IG lives, those are my brothers for real. Like, I look at them the same way that I look at my actual brothers who share the same blood as me. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are no joke. All of us, I'll go out to dinner with anybody. I'll hang out with anybody. I'll kick it with anybody, and it'll be basically just the same, right? Because I love them all. And I feel the same way about all of them. And I know that they feel the same way about me as well. So I think that might not be the answer that you wanted. I think you probably wanted a pinpoint at one person, but can't really give you one because those are my guys.
Can't pick your favorite sister if you have 4. right? You can't pick your favorite brother if you have multiple, for sure. Yeah, I'm glad that chicken situation seemed a little bit sketchy. Hopefully they got you dialed in there right.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That chicken situation was crazy. For everybody who's listening in who did not know, our friend Brandon Tolliver, he is on a fishing trip, and he's at a little area right now, maybe a little resort. He said that he does have all $100 bills with him, so I'm assuming it's somewhere very nice, possibly the Four Seasons. And he went to his room, I believe. I think he has a suite, actually, because he said that he has 2 different levels. I think there's an upstairs and a downstairs. So he went downstairs, and he noticed that there was some chicken marsala, or so he thought chicken marsala was on the floor. And he called the front desk, and he really had an issue with it, and he wanted to get that resolved. So he called, and then he looked back, and to his dismay, it was another type of chicken. It was chicken francese. It was not chicken marsala. He was crushed because he couldn't identify the chicken correctly in the beginning, but it seems and it appears to me like he got the problem resolved. So I'm very happy to hear that. And Brandon, I'm happy you got it figured out.
Glad you got that situation worked out. I think it's going to be Sunday and Wednesday, if that's okay with your schedule there. Who do we got there? There's Coach, huh?
There's Coach. There's Big Dog. He's the man. He is the man. He's got a beard now.
You got a beard?
Yep, he's got a beard now. He's got
Oh
a beard.
boy.
You got to tune into the DePaul Hoops every once in a while. They post the videos, and DePaul Athletics post the videos, and he's been talking. He's been in the videos. He's got a big old beard now.
I'll have to look into that.
No, check him out. It's legendary. He looks great.
All right.
That's awesome. Well, hey, you guys, I really appreciate you joining us and hopping on here tonight, because where else would you want to be hanging out? Episode 2, this is just kind of getting it started, just getting a little intro into who we are, what we do, how we go. So now you guys know that B Minor, the X Factor are here. We're going to keep it going. We're going to do this Wednesdays and Sundays. We're going to release some other shows different times of the week, but we just want to keep a little positivity, a little good energy going in your guys' lives.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I think that going out of this, to conclude, I think that we should each give a couple closing remarks before we cut the recording out and start just a live Zoom talking to everybody. This is for the YouTube right here. So what I'm going to say at the end, my closing concluding words, don't let anyone tell you you can't. Don't let them tell you that. Don't let them. We never, ever, 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 I don't know how many times I just said ever, but it's still not enough. We never take that for an answer. We continue to go forward. We continue to walk. And if you're going to walk, how should you walk, B Minor?
Walk on. If you're going to walk on. Let's go. Bingo, bango, bongo. You know it. I'll leave you at this one. One of my favorite quotes. I say it a lot because I think some of you guys in here, show me your friends and I'll show you your future, right? If you're hanging around a bunch of knuckleheads, pretty soon you're probably going to be a knucklehead. If you're hanging out with a bunch of rotten apples, even if you're a good apple, you're going to get rotten pretty soon. So you can't wrestle a pig and think you're not going to get muddy. So don't hang out with people that bring you down. You got to show me your friends and I'll show you your future. So make sure you guys are picking good friends. Stay up out there. And if you're going to walk
on.
We almost got it. We'll keep working on that little closing segment. But thanks for episode 2. Signing off. Let's go.
Signing off, everybody.